Hello everyone, welcome to Melissa's Musings. I'm coming to you late today. It's been a pretty long work day. John and I are still going strong. And you can see my lighting is not great, but John is in the office and we're creating a win-win. So I'm at the kitchen table. So I'm not sure if anybody's going to join in. It's quite late, but as you guys know, I am Melissa Steele, host of Melissa's Musings. I am coming to you a bit tired at the end of my day, but I'm still learning so much about shame, and I wanted to come to you guys with a little bit of, interesting insight that I was learning today as I was reading the book. And it was really in regards to like numbing out, and I've been there before. I've numbed out in a variety of ways, and I've actually done a musing even on how I numbed out as a kid in like excessive reading, literally like buckling down in a closet and just reading nonstop. So you can escape in a variety of different ways when we're experiencing things like shame or, pain in different ways. So for those of you who are joining in, thank you for joining. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Noon. Hi, Louise. Thanks for joining in. So for those of you who haven't caught my first few videos on shame, there's a difference between shame and guilt, and the easiest way to explain it is that guilt is I did something bad, where shame is I am bad. So guilty, you're like, ooh, I shouldn't have stolen from that store. And when you are feeling shameful, it's like, wow, I am such a piece of, I'm such a mother. I can't believe I stole that. So look at me, I'm like a mess. I got something on my lip. I got my little pimple here. Looking real good on the musing today, you guys. I'm like 16 hours of work in and looking real hot. Okay, sorry. Anywho, this is the most natural setting, right? I'm sure you guys are used to looking this way yourself at the end of a long work day, so it is what it is. I don't know what this situation is, though. I must have eaten a piece of gum earlier. It's like permanent on my lips. I don't know. So we're going to roll with it. Whatever. Hopefully it doesn't bother you guys as much as it's bothering me. Anywho, so when we're experiencing feelings of shame, it's not a good feeling. One of my musings recently was actually on how you will experience physical symptoms when you experience feelings of shame, and I call them shame symptoms. So when you are experiencing shame, you are going to try and avoid experiencing it. Your body, your survival mode, your fight or flight, basically survival of the fittest, doesn't want to go through that pain and the discomfort, so you avoid it, you numb it out. And one of the very common reactions to experiencing feelings of shamefulness and being ashamed is a numbing out. So to help you guys understand what these numbing out symptoms look like, it can be a variety of things. I actually made a list because I want you guys to familiarize yourself with how many different ways we numb out. As I mentioned just a moment ago, one of the ways as a kid I used to numb myself out to my surroundings was I used to just excessively read. I used to obsessively read. So some avoiding and numbing out techniques can be alcohol, drugs, food, sex, relationships, money, work, caretaking, gambling, affairs, religion, chaos, shopping, planning, perfectionism, constant change, internet, porn, hobbies, reading, keeping busy, TV, entertainment. The list can go on and on. Do you guys kind of get the feeling there? It's anything. It can be anything that we're using to avoid. Basically, any method of living so hard and so fast that our emotions and the truth of our lives can't catch up with us. I really liked the way that Brene Brown wrote that. Living so hard and so fast that our emotions and the truth of our lives can't catch up with us. And something else that she said is we are only as sick as the secrets that we keep. And I thought that was really interesting as well. Because when we're numbing and when we're trying to avoid that pain and trying to avoid working through that pain, what we're actually doing is we're numbing ourselves out not only to the pain, we're numbing ourselves out to everything. So when we numb ourselves out to the pain, we're also numbing ourselves out to the light, the potential connection with other people, the vulnerability, just getting deep. So really, I encourage you guys to think about the fact that, and this was really interesting, that we are the most in-debt, obese, medicated, and addicted adults in human history. It's not a great statistic. And we tend to stockpile hurt. And the human body reaction is anxiety, and dis-ease, and a lot of us are dealing with those things. So if you are in a practice of numbing and you are dealing with something shameful, I encourage you to reach out to somebody close to you or me. I'm always a listening ear. But really sharing that shame and sharing what's going on with you is a great first step to working through that, and to really start working through, if you're in the practice of numbing out, working through potentially, starting to feel some of those emotions, starting to work through them. And if you haven't felt those emotions in 10, 15 years, you may really need to relive them. When I was going through the leadership experience 2 years ago myself, there was a lot of stuff that I had never experienced my emotion around. And digging it up was not a pleasant experience. But as I got to experience it and what I was feeling and all the stuff that was coming up for me through those experiences, I learned and realized how blessed I am to have had them to dictate who I am today. So everything happens for a reason. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to go wash my face. I feel like after doing this musing, I'm just oof, I should not have taken it to camera. But that's okay. You guys understand, and the moral is the content anyways, inspiring you guys hopefully with the message, and I'm looking great. I'm looking so good, you guys. I'm fabulous all the time. It's good. All right. I hope you have a great night. Love you. Bye.